He wants fame, so bad he can taste it. You can see his name up in lights, women screaming his fucking name, baby. Shady did it, he sold up the whole Tang Stadium. Joe Slow, lady, he took his plain Jane lady and his baby Haley out the trailer, but he ain't trailing anymore. He's the head of the race while maintaining his innocence.
Welcome to the Indie Sports Show. It's Zaahier Adams, and I'm in Istanbul here, and I've got an esteemed guest with me today. Assalamu alaikum, sister Rasheda Ali.
Walaikum salam, brother. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. Istanbul, such a beautiful setting. Look where we are on the Bosphorus. Can it get any better than this?
It can't, brother. It can't. The weather's perfect. We have mosques all around us. It doesn't do better than this.
But what brings you to Istanbul? What brings you to? I know the IBA brings me here. What brings you here?
I'm here to support the IBA. Umar Kremlev has really decided this wonderful location to have this championship bout tonight.
And we've just been at a press conference where there was so many activities happening. They're launching games. There was a fashion show. Naomi Campbell was here.
Yeah, Naomi is a fashion icon, of course, and I was so excited that my son got a chance to walk the runway, right steps from Naomi Campbell. She's like a hero of mine, so yeah, it was great.
The one big thing for me, though, the lasting moment was the way you spoke about your father. May Allah give him high place in Jannah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah. The way his values, and he's particularly in the times we live in at the moment, is that something that you feel that can be shared and needs to be shared with the world at the moment?
Yes, I think my dad has done so much while he was here on the earth, and what he tried to do was he tried to be an example of how we should treat each other. My dad was an advocate for, and he was a champion. He was a peace ambassador.
He was the greatest.
He was greatest in the ring and also out, because he really wanted people to love one another a lot more. Service to others was one of my favorite quotes that he's ever made, because the reality is, why are we all here? So when my dad stepped into a ring, he was also thinking of his brothers. And I think that's what I think we should be hearing that a little bit more now, especially in this emotional climate, politically and physically.
The one thing, though, the IBA showed was that it was togetherness. It was they even put a USA and Iran fight together. Who could put those two in the same ring at the moment?
Only Umar could bring two countries together and really try to promote peace, ambassadorship, and that's what my dad did while he was here. And I think my dad's life and legacy carries on through the IBA, because I think that's kind of where Umar is trying to take the organization into a point where he's connecting with not just professional fighters but also amateur fighters, and helping them and giving them an opportunity to not only fight but become champions within themselves.
We saw a Bangladeshi fighter, Nazima Firdaus. She's obviously a trailblazer in her country. Your sister Layla, she got into the ring many moons ago, and she really put it on the map. And do you think that in the way the world's moving, that the world needs inspirational stories like that to provide not just young men but also young women with a future and wanting to go certain places?
Absolutely. I do think that we need a constant reminder, and we can learn from the people, before us. We can learn from people like Layla, who's a trailblazer for women in sports. We can learn from my dad, who really tried to bring people into the sport, and he did that because he was so eloquent while he was in the ring. But also, what he did outside the ring is what he's mainly notable for, and him being just an ambassador of peace, for him being someone who loved every single person regardless of their race, creed, or color.
The one person your dad was quite close to, and he was a boxer too, was our late former president Nelson Mandela, and he was a good friend of your dad, and apparently you'd come down to South Africa many years ago, Cape Town, our home city. Is that true?
That is true. So back in 2006, I had a conference there, and I brought my whole family. I brought my children and my husband there, and we got a chance to actually go to Seal Island. We went to we actually toured Nelson Mandela's cell while we were there.
Robben Island, yeah?
Yes, yeah. We went to Robben Island, and what we did was we were able to teach our children about what that meant and how small that cell was and what that meant and how Nelson suffered and really they learned a lot. I mean, they learned a lot more being on that island than being in a classroom, honestly.
And there you hear it. That is what the IBA is all about. It's a lot more than boxing. We had fashion shows, we had games being launched, and it's also about creating unity amongst people. And it's people like Rasheda Ali that has come out and really shown the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, brother. I'll let you know next time I'm in Cape Town. How about that?
Absolutely, definitely.
The best food I've ever had, brother.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
This is Zaahier Adams for Independent Media.